Hey, my name's Danielle MacKinnon, and today we're going to be talking about the 3 things that hold you back from psychically connecting with your pet. You know what animal communication is. You really want to use it with your own pet. I mean, that's the main reason most people want to learn animal communication is they want to be able to connect to their own animal and ask their own animal, hey, what's up? Do you like your sister? Do you need more food? Why are you so scared of the thunder? Like, you want to be able to ask your animal these things. And yet, it can be very challenging. That's when people come to me for an animal communication class, that's the main thing they want. That's the main thing they come in saying they want to do. When I go around the circle and I say, all right, what are you here for? Most of the people are like, I want to learn how to communicate with my dog, my cat, my horse. The second most popular thing people say is, I want to learn how to do that so that I can help my animals and then I can help other animals as well. Well, you have to start somewhere. So let's talk about those challenges that come up. And probably the most important, the biggest, the most common way that I see people running into challenges around connecting intuitively with their own pets is this: they don't even try. I know it seems scary. I know it seems like you could make it up. I know it seems, there's so much, like, we have baggage around it. It's hard to believe that this is possible. The animal could actually do this. All of these things come in. So what happens? We just don't even give it a shot. So I'm going to suggest to you that you do try, that you use some trial and error here, that you actually, well, you know what? I teach a lot of people animal communication, and usually I'm working with adults. And the weird thing about adults is that we are used to being good at whatever we do, right? As an adult, you're not out there trying many new tasks. You're not out there trying to learn many things. You've kind of settled into, hey, this is what I'm good at. This is who I am. This is what I know. As an adult, we get stuck in that rut. So trying out a new thing like connecting with an animal intuitively, connecting with your own pet intuitively, feeling like, oh, I think this is some intuitive data, but you don't really know. This takes us out of our comfort zone. So much so that people just don't even do it. My suggestion here is do it anyway. Trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. This is the only way you're going to figure it out. The second way that I see people running into a challenge when they want to connect to their own pet is actually not trusting the information. So think of it this way. Animals are always throwing intuitive data at us. No matter what, they use the universal language of all species to connect with one another all the time. And they're also connecting with us in this way. We just happen to let it all fly by a lot of the time. So if the animals are throwing all this data at us, giving us all these feelings and these sounds and these emotions and these visuals, they're giving us all of this, our job is to learn how to catch it. Now, we catch a lot of that information all the time on our own, not realizing that we're actually catching it. Which means that we think we're really smart. We think, oh, I know what my dog wants. And we think it's because we know our dog so well, but it's actually because our dog was able to give us that information intuitively and we happened to be able to catch it that time. The thing is that when people start to want to connect cyclically with their pet, they stop trusting that information. They start going, well, I don't know, am I making that up? They go into this spin of lack of confidence, not trusting. So my suggestion on this one is that you actually just go with it. Right? Don't deal with life and death situations and just go with it and assume that it's all psychic. And this will let you filter through that information to see, well, what really made sense and what didn't. The third way that I see people running into challenges around connecting intuitively with their own pet is around basically, if you want to do this, there's going to be somebody who's going to call you crazy. It's that simple. Your mother, your father, your family, the people at your school, wherever it is, someone somewhere is going to be like, oh yeah, that person, yeah, she's a little crazy. She's a little, I run this Facebook ad and one person was like, that woman's a wackadoodle. all right, cool, I can be a wackadoodle. But just because somebody calls me a wackadoodle doesn't stop me from connecting intuitively with my own animal and getting the information that she wants me to have. Letting others direct what you're interested in or guide what your relationship with your pet is because they think it's weird, well, that's not cool. That's not fair. And it's going to totally prevent you from being able to connect in with the animal, with your pet. And there's nothing you want more, right? You want to connect with your pet, know what they want you to have. So don't let the naysayers, the crazy callers, stop you from doing the thing that you want to do. Those are my 3 ways that you run into challenges when connecting with your own pet. Hopefully you can take what I've said and run with it and just give it a try. Ignore all the mistrust, ignore all of the what everybody else says, and just go for it. There's nothing that your pet wants more than to connect in with him or with her, to feel closer to one another, and to actually use that connection with your pet to grow into the best person you can be.